Morning, kings and queens. This is Enhancing Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, my name is Tamika. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you have all enjoyed that new moon energy that has just passed. Greetings to you. Love, light, and prosperity. We're going to go ahead and get into the reading, see what Spirit has to say. I pre-shuffled majority of the decks. So we're going to go ahead and invite in the Spirit God, angels, ancestors, divine white light, Spirit God. Gods and goddesses, thank you for your message that you have for the collective on today. Thank you for all that is good and perfect, all of the answers that we seek. All that is said and done will be for our highest good and for our highest vibration, to bring out the best in us and to allow us to fulfill our purpose in this life. For those of you that are watching, I do not do any astrological or readings. I just believe that when you stumble upon this channel, that it will be what it is, okay? Energies are fluid. And so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and draw a Law of Attraction card, okay? I have several things we want to talk about today, but let's see what the tone is set to be. Universe is the Law of Attraction card. I'm going to hold that up. Hopefully you guys can see I'm having some natural light come in. But it says, the universe will show me the right path to take to reach my goal. The universe will show. Many times we have desires and we put things out into the atmosphere. And I believe the universe is saying that I will make way for those things. I will part the seas. I will send you the resources that are needed in order to accomplish that which you desire. But first and foremost, we have to trust, because we are on this earth and we live in this body, and some things in our environment, they do tempt us to believe that certain things will or won't happen. But I just encourage you to know that the universe is here to help guide you on all of your endeavors, whatever it may be. Okay? So that is the Law of Attraction card. Next, we're going to do the Love Attraction card. And with this, I'm actually going to read the subscription. Excuse me. Burn my throat chakra all of a sudden. Some of you may be needing to speak your truth or have something to relate to someone. You're not really sure how they're going to receive it, but the best thing to do is just stay true to yourself and stay true to them. Okay? So that's what I felt to say. So let's see. Evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. So some of us don't do well with challenges at all. We just simply fall apart. But I feel as though Spirit is saying that, first of all, if you trust, if you're meditating and praying and fasting and doing all of your spiritual things that you do, using your alchemy tools, that you just have to trust and just go with the flow, okay? And so the obstacles that do come in our way are made to push us into our purpose, okay? Or allow us to learn something from the situation. I feel like at times people play this victim role as though they feel like the whole world is crashing down on them. They feel like, they're the only ones going through a situation. But I dare you to believe that you're going through a situation to learn from it and to grow from it. We are resilient people. And as long as we have purpose, we are going to encounter some challenges, but they're always made to make us what? Evolve, fortify us into the next thing that's coming. If you hide in and constantly handle things as though it's the end of the world, then that's what you're painting your reality right there. So I just want to encourage you that if you are going through a situation, just understand that Spirit, your guide, your angels are always surrounding you and fortifying you to get you through a situation. The only Christians say that God would never put more than you can bear, and that's the truth. All right, so keep that in mind. I'm going to pull out this next set. We are going to be doing the Celtic Cross today when we get to our tarot spread. Some card flipped over in here. So anyway, I hope you all got a chance to really, really indulge and set forth some intentions with this new moon that has just come about us. I believe this Can't remember what sign it's in. I want to say Gemini, but that might not be right. But definitely, I hope you got a chance to have your spiritual baths and meditated, wrote down some things you want to accomplish in this next cycle. Okay? Because one thing we have to know that we are always going through a beginning or end of something. Okay? Balance is here. Balance from our divine teachers. You know what I forgot to do is read the love attraction card. So hold there. I'm going to go back to this evolution card. Let's find that in our book so I can actually read it in its entirety. And I usually don't do that, but I said I was going to do it for this reading here. So evolution. Just read to you what it says. It says, you realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Life in the physical dimension is all about your soul's evolution, and you now understand that the quickest way to evolve is to utilize the energy of love in all you do. Every day you are presented with opportunities to project your loving energy, tempered with the understanding. Acknowledge each day that allows you to become aware of the world around you, offering you the chance to expand spiritually. Look upon each experience and person as something you need to learn from, because that is what you signed up for. That's why you are here. You're spiritually evolved when knowledge gained through application of lessons and integration of truths resonates within your being. It can be difficult to grow without stepping outside of your comfort zone. This is where the virtues of faith and hope are tested, and you embrace the conviction that everything works out for good. Always, I added that part. The power of love is the infinite truth. With this power, you are not influenced by judgment or bitterness. With it, all things are understood, accepted, and forgiven. When you align with love, you are able to see the common threads running through everyone and everything. You become aware that all is a part of the greater whole. The mindfulness that truth is bigger than your ego, as well as gratitude for every experience you have, is an important aspect of your evolution. And that is evolution right there. Let me tell you something. We have to realize that not only things and situations that happen in our life are made to make us grow and to have an attitude of gratitude, because you heard me saying that things can be a lot worse, but also people. You have to understand people's purpose in your life, whether it be good or bad. The only way we can grow, and like it said about the comfort zones, some of us want to just stay there, don't move, don't grow, but we're steadily asking God in the universe to give. Well, a part of that giving is that we have to be responsible. We have to have experienced some things so that we can be a good steward over that which we're asking for. And it's not that we're asking out of lack, but we're learning something along the way to help us on our journey. And a lot of times when you try to go the easy way and you're always feeling as though you have this woe is me or pity attitude, then you can't grow from that situation. And therefore, in my opinion, you repeat that situation because the universe is steadily trying to get something to you. But if you're not prepared to receive it, it's just going to be like you have what they say, a basket with a hole in the bottom of it. You're going to receive it and not know how to manage it, take care of it. That goes for anything, person, place, or thing. So just take note to that. That is Spirit's loving guidance to continue to push you to know that, hey, you can do this. I'm here with you. There's a force greater than you that is going to make sure that you succeed in everything that you do. Some of you have ideas and inspiration of a project thing. You may be going on a trip. You may have been fantasizing or daydreaming about something that you want to take place, but it's just a matter of everything kind of aligning with itself. Okay, new beginnings are here for most of you. Some of you are starting a new job, you're in a new relationship, or whatever the case may be. Or some of you may be starting on a new spiritual journey, okay? You might have discovered some truths about your walk or what it is that you want to accomplish spiritually, and that is also underway. We're going to draw one more of these cards here. Thank you, Spirit, for your messages. And emerging, okay? To me, emerging kind of correlates with evolving because you're moving from an old place to a new place, or you're moving to a different place. As long as you're moving, you're constantly expanding yourselves, you're fortifying yourself, you're learning what you're made of, you're having more confidence in different scenarios and situations that you may go through. Okay. And let me go back to this card. I'm just setting these up here because this is definitely setting the tone for the reading. We have to have balance in things too. Some people are all working no play. Some people are all playing no work. You have to have balance in this situation. I also feel it from this card that there is a give and take here. Okay, with the balance beam. If you see this illustration shows that there are two people both exchanging gifts. Some of you may be in a relationship that you feel like as though you're getting the short end of the stick, that you're giving all of the understanding and you're giving all of the love or whatever the case may be, and you might not get that in return. That might be that the face of what this card is saying is that either you have to make a decision to maybe encounter someone that will reciprocate what you're trying to give them, or that your current situation is going to change for the better for some of you. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this Celtic cross. I have learned that it saves time if I go ahead and lay out the cards instead of talking through them one by one, because of course it is telling a story. You know, just with what's already come out, I feel like this is a message of growth for a lot of you that may be watching or tuning in. A message of growth, a message of overcoming, a message of challenging yourself, a message of confidence, a message of strategies, whatever the case may be. Just with starting out with the universe, that the universe is telling you, hey, I'm going to put you on the right path. You just have to do your part. Then we had balance. Then we had emerging and evolution. So I already feel as though there's new beginnings, and Spirit is letting you know you'll never be the same if you want to truly grow and expand your knowledge about something or even yourself. Um, some of you have just come into some new information, and it's causing you to really reflect on what it is that you truly believe about yourself or about something that you believe wholeheartedly about for a period of time, and now that is being challenged, and that is okay as long as as long as what you're doing and what you have discovered is resonating with you. I say go with it. I really do say go with it, because you never know what's on the other side of that coin. All right. So don't corner yourself off. Don't pinch yourself off from the growth that is really trying to come out for you. Okay. The first card that's come out so far as a signifier is the Seven of Pentacles, but we're going to keep going. The next card that's come out is the Four of Pentacles. Let's see what's crossing us. What is crossing? Uh-oh. Too many cards. All right, what's crossing you is the Page of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles, so I see the earth energy is here and present. Oh, that's two cards. Okay, so they're going to take two of these cards. This is in your subconscious position. So I see already that there is a new beginning and something happening surrounding material assets. Some of you might be feeling as though you have to protect your materials, okay? Like you have to have all four hands and feet on this so that nobody takes it away from you. All right. I also see here that there's a third party situation in which you're having a new beginning. It's kind of starting over. That's what I see so far. Okay. What is in the past position? In the past position, we have here the Emperor. In the past position. Okay. In the present position, we have the Seven of Cups, making a wish. And what's going on in the future here? I like it here because you have choices in the matter. You are in charge of your fate. You are in charge. You can co-create the outcome you want, but you can't be so in your head about how you get there. You can't overanalyze the situation. You have to allow for spirit in the universe to put resources in your life, put you on a path where you can truly manage and understand what it is that you're encountering. Some of you are needing to exercise some patience, honestly, some temperance. You really need to go with the flow, not be so strong hand on making things happen. But once you have set it out into the atmosphere, allowing it to happen, some of you are really in conflict with yourself in this low vibrating energy right now that you could have. This is not in reality, okay? But something is definitely ending and beginning with this death card here. I see. Then we have the Six of Wands, okay? So you are going to be acknowledged for something that's going on in your environment right now. It's just a matter of what evolving again. Put my stones over there. And then what is the outcome? So the hope and fear of it is that you may be looking at this as a situation that you're afraid of what people might think of you, okay? Because right now you're in someone's eyesight, you're in someone's line of view about what it is that you're doing, decisions that you may be making. And then we have the Justice card as the outcome. So let's go back through this again. So the signifier is what first came out, and that was the Seven of Pentacles. So what the Seven of Pentacles traditionally denotes is that you are trying to plant seed and you want to see something. You've been working hard, you've been burning the midnight oil, and you are really, really, really waiting for an increase, okay? You're really waiting for something to come of all of these sleepless nights, all of this hard work and dedication you have put into a project, into a relationship, into a business matter. You're really wanting to see this go to fruition. But then you have this point where what you do have, you're trying to hold on to it. And in one sense, I can understand because you're like, okay, this what I do have left and saved up, I want to make sure that I manage that correctly. But you also want to leave room for people to give to you. It might cause you to really give before you receive, if that makes sense. Maybe not give in the same manner that you're going to receive it back, but there might be something that you may have to just compromise or sacrifice on. When I say compromise, most people hear that term and feel like it's something derogatory. What I mean about that is that, again, that exchange, that balance that you have to have. Okay, I'm going to help you out, you help me out. Okay, it's not really a tit for tat energy, but it's more or less that something you give is going to allow things to give back into you and fuel your dream. So you don't have to have this energy of lack. Okay, this is what I'm saying. So you don't have to have that energy of lack, because we know all that you have been working for, you have put into this pot. You are waiting to see the fruits of your labor. But don't get to the point where you feel like nothing else is going to come, because that's the energy that will allow nothing to come. Okay. Then we have this Page of Pentacles. So someone is on to a new beginning. It might be someone very youthful with youthful ideas, fresh new beginnings and ideas and inspiration. So again, this is just validating what this card came out in or earlier in the Oracle card with the ideas and inspiration. Pay attention to the ideas that pop into your mind during meditation or prayer, or even if you're just driving along in your car. Pay attention to that, because that's a deposit of some sort that you are supposed to evolve or grow from. So pay attention to that. Okay, so then here we had the Three of Swords and the Ace of Wands. And what I feel here is that maybe there was a stagnation in some type of communication. Maybe you didn't have that clarity, but now clarity is starting to come through with this Ace of Wands. It may cause for you to take some action in some parts, but again, the other thing is that you want to kind of like go with the flow. You put your intentions into the atmosphere. You've done your spells. You've done your meditation. So now it's time to allow things to flow. So make sure you leave room for that. Here, I also feel as though there may have been some kind of discord and possibly maybe a business endeavor. However, once you find out where the communication breakdown is, that's when everything would kind of start. And this Ace of Wands, this new beginning, y'all can actually go forward. Or that person might decide to exit stage left, and if they do, that's fine too. Okay. This Emperor card in the past position, this is an energy that of authority. Okay, if you look at this card, you see he's on his throne, he's in charge of himself. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're not in that energy anymore. But what I see in the future here let's not skip. Well, in the future, I'll go back to the subconscious or the conscious. In the future, you have the hermit. Okay, so those two hand in hand, you're in authority. You're in charge of your thoughts. You're a co-creator. You know exactly what it is that you want. You're very assured in what you want. But it's also maybe a time moving into, okay, now that I have all these plans laid out, again, the Hermit card is I need to go and kind of steal away and figure out how I'm going to execute this. But I'm here to tell you that you have these choices here. So the Hermit was in your future position. The Seven of Cups is in your present position. So you have all these choices here. You have a plethora of choices. And don't be afraid of making the wrong choice. You just have to make a choice, because making no choice is a choice in and of itself. So it makes perfect sense that while you have all these choices, you may be feeling overwhelmed. And now you have to steal away so that you can look at all the pros and cons of your decision, how you're going to execute, how you're going to move forward. It makes perfect sense. And being that we started out with the Pentacles, it may have something to do with money situations, business, real estate, anything material, something you have to make a decision over. Okay, so Temperance is the next card here. This is in a position of where you are, where you need to be right now, going with the flow. Like I said, if you have made your request known, now it's time to kind of sit back and balance everything that is on the table. In your environment is the death card. The death card is not to be mistaken for a physical death, but it can be the ending and beginning of something, okay? It could be the ending of something that no longer serves you. It could be your thoughts. It could be the people around you. It could be a number of things. So don't look at this card. Sorry about the lighting. Don't look at this card and say, oh my God, here is my demise. No, your demise is only in your head if you have any at all. So this is just meaning that something is dying off. It may be a relationship. It may be your thought process about yourself or others. It could be anything, but this is just challenging you to look at things. And also, with this being said, I feel as though also that there's a deeper intuition that's coming into view for you. Those thoughts and negative vibrations that maybe you were harnessing, now it's time to exchange that so that you can really like glean from the moon. You can get the intuition that you need to make the decision, but don't be scared to make the decision. And again, don't have a spirit of lack. The Seven of Wands. Okay, so someone is looking at you. Someone is viewing from the outside in. How are you going to handle this situation? They may be esteeming you in a secret kind of way. They might be admiring you in a secret kind of way. But whatever it is, they feel like you have a lot of wisdom, a lot of things that you can teach them. Okay, and you're on this journey. So I do feel as though people are really looking up to you in this period of time. So they're looking for you for some kind of direction, and it doesn't even have to be the direction and the same project or whatever it is that you're pursuing, but they're looking for direction maybe on how you handle a situation. They want to see the grace of what it is that you're going through and how you handle it. And then last but not least, we have the Justice card. So if you've ever felt like things weren't working in your favor, you felt unjustly done by something in your past, or even right now, justice is here. Spirit is saying that I have balance. If you see again the same balance beam that was in balance with the divine teachers here, is the same balance being in this justice card. So just know that everything is working out in your favor. If you're going through some type of legal matter, or if you're going through just being treated unjustly for something false, just know that it's going to work out in your favor. All of this is going to work out in your favor. So what I feel as though this overall reading is telling us is that we have to just evolve past what it is that we thought that we haven't had. Okay, get rid of the old mindsets and ways of thinking, because our spirit is always trying to tell us and nudge us to which way to go so that it can work out for our highest good. So I have the seed or the making of passion. Okay, whatever this is, it's an endeavor that you've been thinking about, feeling for a long time, and now it's time to come, because joy came right after that, the number 9. So we're almost at that point where this is going to come to full manifestation. So don't give up. Continue to feel compassion about what it is that you're trying to pursue. Continue to feel that. That's what I feel the Spirit is saying. Here we go with the Pentacles again, the Earth card. This is 7 of Pentacles, or the 7 of Earth, and it says failure there. But I feel as though this goes back into this 7 of Pentacles here, where it talks about we're waiting. Don't mistake waiting for failure. Don't mistake not seeing it for failure, is what I feel Spirit is saying here. Don't mistake, like like we hear all the time, delayed is not denied. Don't feel as though this is not going to work out for your highest good just because it hasn't happened yet. As you see here, this tree has no leaves, but as you know too, look at the surroundings. Can it really grow in that environment? And in that environment, a lot of your environment has to do with your attitude. It do. What else we have here, Spirit? Yes. This is all about confidence. Confidence in yourself. Confidence in what you say you believe in. That was too many cards before. Take that card there. Nurturance. Right after 7. Right after failure. Now, Spirit is saying this is the time. This is the time when you'll see those buds. You'll see that flower come through the ground. You'll see the fruits of your labor. You're going to see that business come off the ground. You're going to feel light about yourself. Whatever the case may be. This came right after the 7 of Earth in this deck. That could not have been any plainer. Let's see what else we have. So be of good cheer about whatever it is that you are seeking and searching for. Whatever the passion is that you have for whatever to start. Whatever that case may be. Too many cards. I'm going to draw 2 more cards and then we're going to end this reading. But I'm really, really excited. The Sun card. Vitality. Hope. Love. Okay, well-being, all of that. You see the yoni in the middle, that's life force. Okay, life force, good health, wealth, all the great things that can come with the sun. Initiation. Okay, some of you have to take that first step and then Spirit will do the rest. I'm loving it. I'm going to do one more card because I'm just so excited. So excited. Let's seal this reading, Spirit. Thank you for your messages now. Here it is. Actually, 2 cards came out. Ace, realization, and Wheel of Fortune. So this is also this is actually the Ace of Swords, okay, in the traditional tarot. But here is the Ace in the Wind for realization. So this is the beginning of a new clarity for you. This is the beginning of new communication, cutting away. You're really starting to get clear about what your next steps are. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So that cycle that we talked about, that beginning and ending, everything goes in cycles. You may have a cycle of where you're feeling down and you have a cycle where you're feeling back up. Okay, but don't allow, I know this is easier said than done, but we can't allow our situations to always dictate how we feel. We have to feel what we want to feel in order for it to come out in that way. And I know that makes sense because your feelings will fool you. Let me get you right. Your feelings will fool you. And so you have to have that balance of feeling and logic. If you know that logically, I need to eat in order to be fueled. But that might not be a good example. What I'm saying is that balance. I see that now that I'm looking around. You have to have that balance in order for everything to kind of flow like it's supposed to in temperance. And having that patience. Know when to act. Know when to sit still. And you can only do that if you're really spending time with yourself. If you're really spending time in meditation to really find out what direction you're supposed to go to and through. Okay, let's pull 3 of these to kind of seal everything that we've talked about. And we're going to go from here. But remember, you have a lot of choices. And so I feel like going forward, you really are going to have to take some time to really get in touch with Spirit and figure out what direction you're supposed to go in. But don't take too long, because whatever decision that you're led to make will be the right decision. There will be a lesson in it. The universe, like it said before in our law of attraction card, the universe is gently guiding you. Thank you for my pretty card, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. The wheel. The wheel says a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. And it's the number 10, the number of completion. That's why it's the wheel here. The cycles, the wheel. All of that is marrying together. Uh-oh. What's next, Spirit? The 6 of fire, victory, good news. Oh my God. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or where do we see public recognition? Hey, someone is recognizing you for all of your good deeds or how you handle a situation. Let me put these side by side, honey. The 6 of wands. The 6 of wands. It has come out again. One more card here. If this is not confirmation that you should be on your P's and Q's right now, like whatever you sit here battling in this energy that you could have of defeat and lack, this is saying, hey, you need not have that. I'm on your side. The Queen of Fire. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. I love it. We couldn't have chose a better reading for the new moon, loves. We couldn't have chose a better reading. Spirit couldn't have delivered a better reading. So, with that being said, I don't know what else to say. Spirit has said it all. You are in a season, okay? This is the new moon. This is an opportunity for you to really write the vision down and make it plain, as they say, and execute. Follow your guides. Follow your inner compass. Okay, challenge yourself. Get out there. Take some new classes that's going to really make you feel as though you're competent in whatever you're trying to pursue. Get around like-minded people that are going to really support you in your dreams and even pour into and invest into your dreams. Don't get around these stagnant people that they're so fearful to do anything and everything. Because like I said, with that 7 of wands, people are looking at you right now. They're really looking at you because you are on a road to success, and they're really trying to see how you're going to do it yourself so they can have that motivation to do it for themselves. And it's all good. You understand what I'm saying? It's all good. You will have some people that really will try to, you'll have some people that are going to be put in your path for their purpose. Even if they're doing something to try to abort what you're doing, you're going to just roll right on top of them. Like I said, your haters, they have a place in life. They make you push. Not so much with the motivation of proving them wrong, but for you to prove to yourself that you can do it, okay? So just keep the faith and don't give up. Continue to evolve and emerge into whatever it is that you are striving to do for yourself. And so that has been the time. Spirit has delivered the messages of hope, faith, love, trust, confidence, everything that is set here to put for our highest good. And I'm just feeling so wonderful about your endeavor. I wish you all good health, love, peace, happiness, joy, tranquility, and all that good stuff. So please like, share, subscribe, okay, on this video. Keep track of my channel. Do that thumbs up so every time I post a video that you can see it right away. And I love you all. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Be blessed.